Alright guys, before we start anything, I need you guys to smash that like button, leave a comment. What if you have anything to say, whether it's positive or negative, or give me a feedback. It doesn't matter to me. All I want to do is to get this information to be shared to the world. YouTube is not friendly to people who do channels like this, and I really want to get this out here, okay? Out there, because people need to know what's going on, and I really appreciate it if you give a like, drop a comment. Thank you for listening. Have an open mind. Please have an open mind. All right, question things, ask things. That's all I'm saying. Hey guys, today on Obscure Report, we are going to be investigating weather modification. Is it possible, or is it all a ruse? Alright, now seriously, on a serious note, a lot of us don't believe in that the weather can be modified. We can make it rain. It's been long out there. The government has already claimed this since the 70s, since Vietnam. Okay, this has been out. Now I'm gonna show you a couple of things. So this is the U.S. as the earliest patent I can find on it was the United States patent. It was patent April 24, 1951. This invention relates to the process for affecting changes in weather conditions, and more specifically to a process for dissipating clouds and fog, and by clearing the atmosphere of moisture particles that are large enough to be visible and yet not large enough to fall out of suspension. Okay, I'm kind of trying to speed read a little bit. Another object of this invention is to control weather, which causes hail damage, lightning, and interferences with wave transmissions by reduction of visible water vapor through dissipation of cumulonimbus cloud. Sorry, I couldn't pronounce that word. But anyways, you get the point. Another object of this invention is to control of weather by dissipating typhoons, hurricanes, and other storm centers by the dissipation of convective clouds forming the weather phenomena. Okay? Anyways, so this was in 1951, all right? The patent was drawn out in May 7th, 1948. Anyways, point of the matter, modification is possible, okay? So let me go to Vietnam, the article on Vietnam. Okay, first of all, before I go to Vietnam, I want you guys to go to Obscure Report, right? obscurereport.org, scroll down, hit weather control, and you'll get all these different articles, and you do your research yourself. From here, look up some stuff, research. Google floods their search engine, so be very aware of that. They do, okay? They really do. So I want you to do that research and look through some of this stuff, because I'm sure you'll find some interesting things. Okay? Now these are patents from the U.S. government talking about what they're capable of doing. Okay, so on to the next thing. So this is Operation Popeye on Mortal Pool, or it's basically precipitation of the rain. If you want the link will be in the description below. This talks about all the things that they were doing in Vietnam. Okay, and they were doing these tests since the 60s. All right, obviously really more like the 40s types, but they did this specific program, Operation Popeye, in Vietnam. Now there's the Weather Modification subcommittee in Oceans and International Environment Committee on Foreign Relationship, United States Senate. This is a PDF version of it. Now I will provide that on my website, but I will show you where you can get it, and I will have this link too, trust me. Okay, I will have this. Now this is the New York Times speaking on this. All right, rainmaking is used as a weapon. Now it says Washington, July 2nd. The United States has been secretly seeding clouds over North Vietnam, Laos, South Vietnam to increase and control rainfall for military purposes. Government sources, both civilian and military, said during the extensive series of interviews that the Air Force cloud seeding program has been aimed most recently at hindering movement of Vietnamese troops and equipment and suppressing enemy anti-aircraft missile fire. The disclosure confirmed growing speculation in congressional scientific circles about the use of weather modification in South Asia. Now, they've already told us that this is possible. All right, but people still say that you're a conspiracy theorist, right? They already told you this. There's weather modification, climate modification, and climatology. There are reports on this by the U.S. government. This is in September 1975. Okay, all this stuff is here on my website. Okay, so please check it out if you want to know more about this. Now, this is another patent right here, U.S. patent. I'm not gonna read it, but it's his systems and methods for inducing rainfall. Right, this one is a more sophisticated version. So there's different levels of it. They've been doing this for years, right? Since the 1950s, 40s. So they've become more sophisticated at doing these things. Now, if you don't even believe this, the patent is the direct link to the patent is right here. Okay, if you want to read about it a little bit more, I can read about it right now for you real quick. So it says a system for inducing rainfall is provided. The system includes aircraft configured to travel through an ambient environment at the first temperature and a precipitation system coupled to the aircraft. The precipitation system is configured to the form of a particle from the substance in an ambient environment. If you don't even know what this really means, right, let me show you another patent that may make it more clear. This is another U.S. patent, vehicles and systems for weather modification. Now imagine this. This is an airplane that induces it. Okay, when I read this, a weather modification system that includes both systems and vehicles capable of modifying the weather. The system may include devices capable of utilizing composition and creating dispersions that can modify weather. Now, they've been doing this in Vietnam with the aircraft, the Air Force. Clearly, they stated it, right? I said it earlier. This is a patent on it, right? Regular looking airplane. If you want more information, the patent is right here. I'm literally showing you guys all this stuff because I feel like it's very important that you know what the government is doing and what they're capable of doing. So I know for a lot of people will come and say, it's a conspiracy and say this and that and the other. Just all you have to do is a little reading and do a little research. This is more than possible. You have cars that can drive itself. Why don't you believe that this is more than possible? Just like how you can control an outcome of a game. Yes, you can. You can take a missile and hit it at any point, on the earth or anywhere in the world. So why won't you be able to do this? Anyways, so if you want that the patent, you can download it here, or just Google it, use patent and number, and you should be able to find it. Okay, so if you want more information on these different patents, they're all here on my website. This is the National Weather Modification Policy Act of 1976. There is a policy. Okay, now let's go down to the policy. Link to the policy. Let me try to zoom in a little bit on this. I hope you guys can see it. So weather-related disasters and hazards include drought, hurricanes, tornadoes, and hail, lightning, and floods, and results in substantial human suffering and loss of life, billions of dollars in annual income. To owners of crops and properties, substantial financial weather modification has significant potential for preventing, diverting, moderating, and ameliorating the adverse effects of such disaster and enhance crop production and availability of water. So basically, they're really admitting right here that they can enhance, increase, produce, enhance crops, produce production more. So you can cause these things, prevent and cause. Okay, like it's right there, you know. And if you want more information, just please read. Have an open mind. Please read, okay? Because it's reading is fundamental. You know what I mean? And the reason why I sound like this, because when you tell people this, people look at you like you're crazy, and it's like, but dude, just go read and use common sense, right? Anyways, so this is the Water Modification Activity Report of 1974. So all this whole thing with climate change and all that stuff, yes, man is doing it. It's man-made. Climate change is man-made. Okay? Okay? Okay. So I advise everybody to go and read this. Check out the website. I have a lot of information that I could cover, but I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. There's another Weather Modification Act of 1965, the 7th annual report fiscal year. So there's been multiple reports over the years, right, that we're not aware of. But this is another one. Weather Modification Research Development Policy Authorization Act of 2009. This is fairly recent, about 11 years ago. Please go and read. Environmental Modification Convention. You know, like I can go on and on, but I don't want to. Hurricane mitigation, seeding, condensation, freezing, nuclei. Another one. I mean, need I say anything more? I mean, no, sorry. This is another video about electrical. This is supposed to be for a video of electrical magnetic frequencies. But if you want to find out more about EMF waves, I do have a video on that. So go check out the YouTube channel for that. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say on this, guys. If you need any more information, the links will be in the description below, man. I appreciate you guys for listening to me. Just, you know, I'll just do a little reading, man. But it's definitely out there. There's religion and science actually very much intertwines, okay? If you don't believe that, then you're not reading enough. Religion and science intertwines, and I will show you that. And I will make the connection with science, religion, and the Catholic Church. Okay? Many of our sciences, if I would say 95% of our sciences, come from the Catholic Church. Okay? Alright, I'll leave it at that. If you want to know that, I will do a video on the Catholic Church and science. Okay? So thank you for listening. I'll see you guys on the next one. I appreciate it. Please give a like, please, a hard like on these videos to share it, because I want the world to know. Okay? Thank you. Peace.